Hi, everyone. I'm Justin O'Brien. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Vine Financial. Now, a little history about myself. I have spent about 26 years in financial services. I like to say I've been in fintech before it was called fintech. I've done everything from card personalization, instant issue debit cards, and manufacturing. I was able to spend some time with Q2 in the digital banking world and online account opening. Then went to open banking, and then met David Eads, our co-founder of Vine Financial, and he told me about what he was doing with commercial lending, and I knew I had to jump on. Now, commercial lending, you've heard about it, of course, us, other vendors come up and speaking about it, but we like to say that commercial lending is the last part of banking that's gone from analog to digital. When a commercial lender is working on a loan and with the credit analyst, they're usually having to dive through pages upon pages, a couple thousand pages of financial documents, usually going through tax returns and really having to analyze those financials. And being with, especially with community banks, credit unions, and ag lenders, commercial lending is very risky, but also a very, very important part of their business and their bottom line. And so they're spending, as I mentioned, hours. Now, Vine was created to help change that industry, to help change commercial lending. And what we've noticed from our prospects and our customers is that every institution does it a little bit differently. They generate their cash available for debt service their unique way. They know their lenders better than anybody else, and they really put that into their analysis and so on. So Vine was created from the ground up to be a fully configurable commercial lending platform that lets institutions lend the way they want to. And we've had great success. We've had customers tell us that what used to take us a week, we're now able to do about an hour, hour and a half, that full credit write-up to get it to that loan committee. Now, today, and also at Finovate in fall 2024, we were blessed with the opportunity to be able to come up here and show how we were able to take financial documents such as tax returns, spread them in about 5 minutes or less, and it was a great opportunity for us really to introduce us out into the world. Here today, I'm going to demo our new Vine AI Assistant. And we built this AI Assistant after listening to our clients tell us about how, even though we've analyzed all these documents, there's still questions that we need to know, or better yet, my loan committee is coming up in about 1 hour, and I don't want to have to, answer questions on it. And so with listening to that, we built our Vine AI Assistant to look into those loan details to help answer those questions, but then also listening to the regulators out there. And the regulators are really concerned about AI when it comes to underwriting. They want to make sure that the banker is still in the decision first. Because when it comes to financials, yes, you must have that cash flow there to be able to pay for that loan, but there's still that character, that heart that goes into that decision on that borrower. Now, with that, as I come into this deal, I'm working on this O'Brien Construction's new build. O'Brien Construction is interested in building a new headquarters, purchasing the land, putting the building on it, and I've got that loan committee meeting coming in 1 hour. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't have any gotchas. So I'm going to ask it, what are the key risk factors I should be aware of this borrower before our loan approval committee meeting? What it's doing in the background now is you see us, it's going through it, it's gathering all those loan details, it's going through the documents, looking at that information, going to the financials, gathering that, and then on top of that, it goes and it looks at the banks, the lender's commercial loan policy, underwriting guidelines. The institution's also able to upload any federal regulatory documents, so when it's generating that response, it's making sure it's checking all those boxes for them. As that's going through, now that response is streaming, it's building that response, and it's very detailed, and it's detailed on purpose, because this AI assistant isn't agentic. It's not making the decision for them. It's not going to go create the credit memo. It's going to give them the information so they can then deep dive, look into it, and decide, okay, what do I need to do with this? What do I need to edit? Or what decisions do I need to make? As that's done streaming, you'll notice also that we then reference. Okay, we looked at the commercial loan policy, we've looked at the personal financial statement, we've looked at the loan details and so on, so it gives you that response so you can feel sure about it. Another nice feature of the Vine AI Assistant is we let the institution choose which model that they want to point this to. So first off, it's all internal. You've got the history with it for the life of it. I'm able to come in here and expand the box so I can see those details, and then of course at the end, see where it got that information from. But with that, I'm able to point it at the model. So one institution may feel really comfortable with Claude, feel like it's more secure. Next institution may want to use Gemini for whatever reason. And we've, once again, with the configurability options, we allow them to choose and do that. Now, Vine is more than just this Vine or AI assistant. It's a full commercial LOS. It does everything from lead tracking to underwriting, the whole origination. Allows them to, of course, do the financial spreading, does annual credit reviews, credit memo generation, term sheet generation, all the documents that you need to make, except for those closing ones. Allows you to do tickler management, portfolio, stress testing, you name it, it's full end-to-end platform. Now, the one thing I want you to remember about Vine is that we help banks accelerate their underwriting. We have one institution in the Oklahoma area that used to do about 2 loans per week, because that's how long the credit analysts had to take to analyze and generate that credit presentation. And now we're looking at about 8 to 10 loans per week, and able to, of course, generate more revenue with that. If you're a financial institution that wants to learn more about how Vine can help accelerate and automate your underwriting and your commercial lending, please stop by. If you're an investor looking to get into that next fintech and really help them out, we're also fundraising. And then finally, if you can remember, please vote for us Best in Show. Thank you.